Hey, and welcome to the Winning Daily Show. We're here for May the 8th. We got a medium day, a very light Saturday, actually. We got a little bit of soccer to go over for tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. We got a small group of NBA and Major League Baseball today. We are going to get some bets in on the Canelo Alvarez fight and one of the undercard fights. And then we got the semifinal of the Madrid Masters pick as well. So let's start it out on this light Saturday. Let's start out in the ATP Tour in Madrid, and we're going to go with Casper Ruud, minus 135 over Matteo Berrettini, and both these guys are playing really, really well tennis. So what do? You look at the head-to-heads, and Casper Ruud is 2-1 against Matteo Berrettini, and he's 2-1 with those two wins coming on clay. Last year's Rome Masters, Casper Ruud ended up beating Matteo Berrettini 4-6, 6-3, 7-6, and then in the French Open in 2019, Casper Ruud beat Matteo Berrettini 6-4, 7-5, 6-3. So he has the head-to-head, certainly on clay, with both these guys playing very, very good clay court tennis right now. I just think the value at Casper Ruud at minus 135, really, really decent value there before they both head to Rome and play in the Rome Masters. So that's coming up as well. But first, the finals of the Madrid Masters happens, and we're going with Casper Ruud at minus 135 here. All right, NBA. Pretty light today. Only one game we like, and that's the Denver Nuggets at +4 over the Brooklyn Nets. Just thought the value here with the Denver Nuggets getting 4 points at home was a little too good to pass up. I know they played yesterday, but I really like the matchup with Jokic versus these Brooklyn Nets. I think he will be able to take them down, and the Nets have been playing really, really poor basketball here, so I just think 4 at home is probably way too many points to really go with the Brooklyn Nets here. Really like the value of the Denver Nuggets at +4. In baseball, we got one game we're looking at, and that's the Washington Nationals at even money at +100 with Max Scherzer on the heel versus the New York Yankees and Corey Kluber. Nationals batted around on the New York Yankees bullpen yesterday. I look for him to take this game, and the value on Scherzer getting even money, even if it is versus the Yankees, is probably too good to pass up. Kluber has not been all that great, and really the Yankees have not been all that great when they have been playing teams that are not the worst in Major League Baseball. So I really like the value here with Matt Scherzer getting even money versus the New York Yankees. So Washington Nationals even money today as well. All right, let's get into a little soccer for tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. We're going to start out in the Premier League, and we're going to go with Wolves +240 over Brighton. I think the Wolves, I just have a feeling they're going to come out and play really, really well tomorrow morning. I know they've been on a little bit of a down slump here, but I think they're the better team in Brighton. I like the way they match up with Brighton. Brighton should have a lot of the ball, and that will allow the Wolves to sit back, defend, and then counterattack. I know that counterattack has not been the same since Raul Jimenez has been out, but I just like the Wolves, and I really like the +240 value here. Two matchups in La Liga we like tomorrow. Sevilla, Real Madrid. We're going to take Sevilla on the handicap here at +0.5, -125 over Real Madrid with the 0-0 draw today with Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. This game has even more meaning. One of these teams can get a win and really put themselves in a really, really good position to try and take the title in Spain. So Sevilla on the half goal, -125. They had a light week. They've had all week to prep and rest. Real Madrid's coming off that very poor Champions League performance on Wednesday. So will they be able to recover? They played a lot of games and a lot of days in the last couple weeks. So we're going to go with Sevilla plus the half, -125. Then Celta Vigo plus the half, -125. versus Villarreal, we really, really like. Villarreal had a really tough game versus Arsenal, got the win there, are in the Europa League final on Thursday. Quick bounce back for Sunday, and Villarreal has really struggled in La Liga this year, so I look for Celta Vigo to be on top of things here and cover that half at minus 125. Let's go to Germany, and we're going to go to the Bundesliga. And we're going to go with Mainz, plus the half, minus 105 versus Frankfurt. Big win for Dortmund today in a great matchup versus RB Leipzig. Really good game. And now Frankfurt really bumped down to the 5th spot. They need this win to take back over that 4th spot and get into the Champions League spot. Mainz has really been playing well the last month. If you go look at how they've played, they aren't quite out of the regulation trouble just yet. So I really look for their performances to continue. So getting that half goal at minus 105, really, really like this value here. So we're going to take Mainz over Frankfurt at the half goal on minus 105. Then lastly, we're going to take Hertha Berlin on the 3-way at minus 110 over Blyfield. Hertha Berlin's really been a very hot and cold, but I just look for them to finish this season strong, be able to take down Blyfield at home. So Hertha Berlin minus 110. Let's go with on the 3-way. All right. Last but not least, we have the big Canelo Alvarez, Billy Joe Saunders matchup today. First off, in the undercard, we're going to take Keyshawn Davis on points plus 250 versus Jose Antonio Meza. I just don't think Keyshawn Davis' power is really, really all that impressive. Jose Antonio Meza is a pretty solid, hand here. I don't think he'll get knocked out. He hasn't ever been knocked out, so I look for this to go the distance, and maybe Keyshawn can prove me different, but I just don't think he has the power to really put anybody down, so I really do like the points here and the plus 250 getting value. So Keyshawn Davis on points plus 250 versus Jose Antonio Meza. The other undercard matchups I did not like. I couldn't find a way to really bet them, so we'll just go to the main event here. And we'll go with Canelo Alvarez on points plus 160 versus Billy Joe Saunders. This really is the best fighter Canelo's fought in probably since Triple G. So I really like Billy Joe Saunders. I don't know if he has a real chance to win this fight, but I do think he can stand up to Canelo a little bit and will be able to battle with him and will get this thing all the way to the 12 points. I think Canelo will be a little bit more cautious here with Billy Joe Saunders. He does have a decent pop and he is a solid fighter, so I do think Canelo will be a little more cautious than he's been in the last couple fights where he's really been aggressive in those middle rounds. I did look at Canelo to win between rounds 8 and 12 at plus 400. I thought there was pretty solid value there, but with the other bets in this fight, I'm going to take it. Didn't really make match money sense, so we're going to stick with the points here, and Canelo Alvarez plus 160 on points versus Billy Joe Saunders. Next up, we're going Canelo Alvarez, Billy Joe Saunders, 11 rounds or more, minus 150. And then we're going to go Canelo Alvarez, Billy Joe Saunders, 12 rounds or more, minus 120. So I really do like this going to a decision here. You can get pretty good value on Canelo Alvarez at the plus 160 to win on points. And then you can just get good value that the fight goes the distance here in minus 150 overall, minus 120 to go 12 rounds. Really like that value. So Canelo on points plus 160, 11 rounds or more minus 150, and 12 rounds or more at minus 120. Really do think this will be a really, really entertaining fight. Really think Billy Joe Saunders will bring his A game today. So this should be an entertaining one, unlike the past couple Canelo fights. That's our show for the day. Be sure to follow us on greenlightnetwork.org, Greenlight Network on Facebook and YouTube. Please like and subscribe so you can get all our Greenlight Network content. Me and Achilles Rain just had a football time episode that will be airing on Sunday where we give our NFL draft recap and draft grades. Be sure to stay tuned for that. We'll have Preakness coverage coming up next week, as well as Winning Daily all week on GLN Champ 5 on Twitter and Instagram. That's our show. May the odds be ever in your favor, and we're out.